Welcome to the Effects Loop. I'm Diaz.
I'm Scott.
And we're keeping you in the loop of the guitar community.
Wow, that came off really angry.
It did. It did. I'm not mad at you guys, okay?
He's not mad. He's not mad. No. Stop asking. He's not mad.
I'm not mad. I'm not even disappointed. So we're going to listen to this music, and then we're going to come right back, okay? All right. We'll see you in a second. This episode is brought to you by you guys, our listeners. The people who support us financially, they're Patreon supporters. We thank you very much. If you want to join those groups, you can go to patreon.com/theeffectsloop and give any amount of money you'd like. Because it allows us to do some cool, fun stuff every once in a while. And also it helps us whenever we start going back to NAMM and all that stuff, and we can move and do a lot of fun stuff. So yeah, go check out patreon.com/theeffectsloop, and we thank you ahead of time because we know you're going to go do it. Like probably sometime Wednesday evening, we're going to get like 20 new Patreon supporters. I mean, it's almost Christmas, guys. Unless you're listening to this behind, and then it's still probably almost Christmas at some point.
Well, it's almost
There's another one
Day.
coming. There's another one coming around. Just wait.
Yeah.
So, all right.
And it's not Christmas yet, because otherwise Diaz and I will just be quoting the new Caesar Letterkenny back and forth at each other. So
you might. I'll just be confused. I haven't watched. I told you, man. I can't. Letterkenny's one of those ones because, like, I feel like if I get distracted at all, I'm lost.
I mean, there's not really like a through storyline in that show, though.
I know, but like there's a lot of callback jokes.
Are there?
It feels like there's
a lot of jokes by repetition.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. I don't know. I need to watch it again, but I might do that whenever I get some more free time, which will never happen. But, okay.
Time is always free.
Time is just a construct.
Mm-hmm.
So just exist and be happy. All right, Scott, what's new with you?
Nothing.
Okay.
I have not bought guitar gear.
Yeah, me either. Christmas is coming up.
Yeah. I did not buy myself any guitar related Christmas gifts. I am excited though. So my nephew, who's 10 now, has been taking piano lessons.
Ooh.
And he is doing the way he's doing it. He does have some music theory in with it, so he knows what a 1 and a 4 is now.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm going to bring a guitar along. I'm going up to Michigan this week, and I'm going to hopefully sit down with him for a little bit and see how much I can get him reading a chord sheet.
Yeah.
Yeah. I told him about it last night, and he was all excited. So, looking forward to doing that. Like, are you talking about a chord sheet, like with the chords written on there, like a Nashville number thing? Like Nashville numbers. I think numbers is the easiest way to teach anybody anything. If you can start numbers, it's easier, in my opinion. But we might just do everything in C, and I'll just print them off and as a chord chart in C if that's easier. But
or something, yeah. I don't know. I wonder. That's a good question. If you're listening to the show and you want to give a comment, do you think chord charts are easier or Nashville number systems easier when it comes to beginning to learn? How long has he been learning?
He's been playing for about 2 years.
Okay, so that he's got a good deal of time under his belt, right?
Yeah, he's doing a different system than I did. I did Suzuki system books.
Suzuki's.
It's just like a series of books. So like Hal Leonard has their own version of stuff.
Yeah, I think I did Hal Leonard.
Yeah.
What's he doing, Hal Leonard?
I don't know what he's doing.
Okay. Honestly, a lot of mine was. I mean, I did Hal Leonard and the essential elements stuff.
Is this guitar or piano?
That was actually a little bit of piano and then also brass instruments.
Okay.
Guitar. I did not learn any sort of guitar. I just kind of figured out as I went. I translated all of the theory I had learned from other instruments into it.
See, actually, I learned theory after picking up guitar. Like, really dug into like chord theory stuff, and like I took those as electives in college. So
Honestly, like the thing was the first instrument I really learned. I learned get a little bit of guitar when I was a lot younger. I was probably about 8 or 9, maybe 10. So, I don't remember exactly how old I was, but I was probably about 8 or 9, and I started learning guitar, and I gave it up because when you're that young, and if you don't have someone pushing you, it can be really tough. I'd moved more into piano. Mm-hmm. And so then I started learning piano in 5th grade, and then whenever I got into 6th grade, or I learned piano in like 4th and 5th grade, and then I got to 6th grade and I got in a band and I did all that, and then in high school I moved to guitar. So like in high school when I got into guitar, I first started playing guitar in youth groups, and you know how organized and great those are. So a lot of times I would learn. There was this keyboard player, his name was Tyler. He's a phenomenal piano player, just one of those kids that like you're like, how is this just a teenager playing this stuff? And a lot of times what I would do is I would just watch him, because I knew, judging by his hands, I could figure out where we were at and what chord he's playing and stuff. So that's a lot of how I learned. And then I just started learning chords and just translated everything the best I could. So a lot of fun. And I didn't get anything new this week. I'll get us back on topic. So
sorry, I'm reading.
I was wondering what you were doing because you got really quiet there. What are you reading?
Things about surgeries for
Scott, we're doing a podcast.
I know.
I hope you get your nose fixed. So, now you got me curious. All right, so it's the nasal passage like way up in there?
I have 2 bends in my inner nose from either growing wrong or taking a volleyball to the face or some combination thereof.
You know what? I've actually figured it out. You know, whenever you get really annoyed with someone and you start rubbing right between your eyes, and, like the bridge of your nose, it's from us doing this podcast. I'm sorry. That's what it was. I've literally caused you.
I rolled my eyes so hard I broke my nose. Yes.
Yeah, that's it. Whatever, you've given up. You're like rubbing right there on the bridge of your nose, and you're just like, and that you've caused dents in it. Yeah. I'm sorry about that. All right. You know what I'm not sorry about? Reading the gear news that we've got this week.
Yeah. Kind of a interesting week in terms of, we're in that home stretch towards the Christmas next week. And, I mean, realistically expecting anything new to come out from here on out is probably going to be pretty low, but
yeah,
got some interesting stuff.
Yeah.
Trickling out right now.
Yeah. Solid Gold Effects bought Diamond pedals. Yeah,
I mean, Diamond is something, the Diamond compressor is like a classic I think of, but I haven't seen a lot from them for a while.
Yeah. Diamond's one of those like boutique brands that was pretty big early on, it seems like.
Yeah.
And I feel like with the influx of boutique brands, they kind of, I'll say this, Diamond didn't have great graphics, very minimal stuff. And so, yeah, this is kind of interesting. I mean, I think it's pretty cool that Solid Gold Effects bought them to keep the brand going. So, one of the greatest Canadian brands. Isn't Solid Gold Effects Canadian as well?
Yep.
So, keeping it in the Canadian family.
Keeping it in the hoose.
In the hoose? Is that a Letterkenny reference I don't get?
No, it's just making fun of Canadians.
Oh, because house. Oh,
yep.
I get it. What's that all about? All right. So, did you say how much they bought them for? No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. That's just interesting.
Do you think Solid Gold came in with a low ball and on Reverb and they were offended? They just said all of Diamond.
Yeah. They're like, there's only 4 pedals here listed, so let's just buy the whole brand.
I think I actually really think it's a natural fit too. I think that's a good brand to take over and continue it.
I don't know though. Like they're gonna have to. Do you think they're gonna kind of revamp the brand?
I don't know. I think you can easily see keeping the branding and the pedals alive and just keeping the classics being built is a real easy way to do it. But
do you think they bought it more for some of the IP than they did the actual brand?
I don't know.
I feel like the more valuable thing on Diamond would just be actually being able to make their pedals.
Well, I mean, they could always, if they were analog pedals, they could have always copied them. But
yeah, maybe they have class.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, like there's other great examples of this. I mean, Mojo Hand is done by Cusack.
Yeah,
Love Pedal does Hermida Audio stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's certainly not the first pedal company to be bought and sold to another pedal company. So
no. This is, yep. I don't know. We'll see how this goes. I want to see what happens with the Diamond brand after this.
Yeah.
So we'll see. This will be an interesting thing for 2023 to see what happens with that. Here's something else kind of interesting. Zoom unveils its two new G24 and G2X for multi-effects pedals with an innovative IR feature. And another practical one players will appreciate. Did you read this? Because I don't know it's the practical thing. So,
yeah, they got 22 IRs.
Can you load your own?
I believe you can.
Okay.
So, I mean, IRs as an amp sim, I mean, that's usually the magic trick to kind of start making stuff better. So that's great. There's an 80-second looper. There's a bunch of built-in beats in there that you can kind of jam along with yourself on.
Zoom has always done that.
Yeah.
300 effects.
Cues, yeah.
Over 100.
USB connectivity straight to your DAW.
I will say one of my favorite things about the Zoom stuff is that, so it's got 250 preset patches preloaded on it, and they're based on iconic songs from the 50s to the present. That's honestly, that's one of my, so Scott has hung out with me and been around me whenever I'm like just fiddling on guitar.
Yeah,
and
unfortunately.
Don't
worry about it. Keep going.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yep.
No, but honestly, one of the things is a lot of people know I've got like riffs in my head. I might not be able to play a whole song, but I can play a riff from plenty of songs. And that's one of my favorite things to do is to go through it. We did it with was it your Quad Cortex that had some presets like that?
Yeah, it definitely. I mean, everything kind of has that.
Yeah.
But
250, that's a lot of.
That is quite a lot.
That's quite a bit. Honestly, I want to get one of these just to go through the 250. It's be one hell of a list to read. That's all I'm saying. That's pretty much it. That's playing by lists. That's what I want. I want to play by lists. I just go from preset to preset and play the riff.
Mm-hmm.
That's perfect for me. 80-second looper.
That's a long one. Good.
Yeah. 60 different beats. That's awesome. I mean, the question is, how does it sound? Because Zoom, while they might be jam-packed with features and everything, their sound quality has always been interesting. Not great, not fantastic, very mediocre. This is like for $199 and $229, which I would go ahead and get the $229 and get the freaking expression pedal built in. This is, I mean, that's cheap, and it's fun. This would be great for a lot of people who want to get into the modeling world and the digital world.
Yeah, I mean, this is often, you know, the $200 multi-effect is usually everyone's kind of first or second pedal.
My first multi-effect was a Zoom.
Yeah, and it's kind of getting annoying to me how good every single one's getting these days. But
yeah, because it used to be like you spent the good money, you had the good sound. Now it's like, well, he only spent $200. He sounds almost as good as I do.
Yeah. But there's the other fun one too of the people don't know how any of it works or how to actually build tones. They just know how to download stuff. But
yes, I know how to download stuff.
Yeah.
I download and tweak.
Yeah. But again, $200 for the no expression pedal and the $230 for the one with an expression.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's pretty sweet. What do you think about the control layouts on this with those giant buttons?
Oh, you're talking about those four plastic buttons?
Yeah, the up, down, left, and right.
Yeah, it's interesting. I like the fact that it's kind of blended in pretty well. Yeah. Honestly, the thing is, though, this is great for using your foot just to do stuff.
That's what I'm wondering about. Like, how good is that at like foot manipulation? Because those are big enough buttons to be.
Yeah.
Those are big toe territory.
Well, the good thing is it's got that fourth switch right there in between. Fourth. Those 4 are buttons.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's 4 switches.
Is that a switch or is that a knob?
It looks. I mean, it looks like a switch to me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it might be a knob, like a joystick knob almost.
Yeah, I don't know.
It looks like a switch to me. It looks exactly like the others, like the foot switches.
It does.
So I would say that, but I will say having that there is actually pretty cool
because it protects the buttons.
Well, it besides protecting the buttons, it'll help you if you're using your foot to hit the arrows. It'll help you from wanting to like mash them all. You know what I mean?
Oh, it'll give you a fulcrum point. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, because honestly, that's one of my biggest things. I've got these big, I've got big feet. You and I've talked about it, and we're a little bit different. Like, I can't do buttons that are really close together because I'll want to hit both of them. But if there's something like this, it'll help me know where to aim, like farther down and to the left if I want to hit the left arrow. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's actually, I don't know if they did that on purpose, but it seems like it would be a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, if you're having trouble aiming, I suggest you just sit down. But
don't listen. You and Elise will agree on that. But yeah. Anywho, yeah. No, this is. I think this is a great buy. I feel like if someone spent $200 on this, even if you're not getting amazing sounds, honestly, I will say this will probably sound about the same as a head rush.
That's. I don't know. I mean, the new head rush stuff's been sounding really good.
Not in my opinion. I would say the new head rush, or the head rush boards and everything, sound worse than Line 6 for sure. I think this is going to be kind of down in that territory.
Oh, have you heard of head rush in the last year or so?
I mean,
because they came out with an update for it.
No, I haven't been.
Okay.
Last time I played with it was a few years ago.
Because I mean, in my opinion, I never really liked the sound of Line 6 stuff very much until, well, at least the amp side of Line 6 stuff without an IR until about a month ago. So
yeah, when they did the big update. Yeah. I would say that, and that's the thing. If you can load IRs in this, that would be. Did it say you can?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
let's see.
There you go.
Hey,
and I mean, the other fun part is with IRs, you get the tone, the people doing tone matching stuff and things like that. But
it said for the IRs that are loaded in this, the 22 that come in it, they were recorded at 3 different volumes and combined them.
Oh, because they did a dynamic IR.
Yeah.
Which shouldn't really be a thing because IR should be linear. But we'll let that move on and talk more about KHDKs and Behemoth's Nurgle announcing the Lucifer, the second coming. A more brutal take on his signature high gain overdrive pedal, which comes out with just 33 units.
Was that the first coming?
This is the second coming.
No, but was the first one the first coming?
I maybe.
How many times is this guy coming?
I don't know what kind of tantric stuff they're into.
Yeah, so they're only making 333 of these.
Yep. Which means he'll be a second batch for another 333.
666. Hail Stan.
Yeah.
I forgot that I was doing this episode sober and it made me sad for a second.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that. I was productive. Yeah. All right.
So 249 plus shipping and handling.
Okay. Do you think that it's getting silly people charging shipping anymore? They should just bring it into their price? Or do you think shipping should still be separate?
I mean, you're paying for it one way or the other.
I know. What do you think works better?
Honestly, I think the mental block for people, like we think in 25s or 50s, like when you come into like a really nice number, like $249 or $250 even.
Yeah.
Adding shipping on top of that just kind of sucks.
Yeah.
In the price point.
Yeah, there's been a couple pedal companies that do that. They charge the shipping, and like, I don't know, especially whenever like they've got the one that gets me. Strymon.
Mm-hmm.
That's the brand that gets me. Okay, you can buy a pedal straight from Strymon for the same price as you buy it from Sweetwater. But Sweetwater you can. Oh no, Sweetwater you can't get free shipping from them.
You can get free shipping from Sweetwater.
Not on Strymon.
Oh, do they drop ship all their Strymon stuff then?
No, but Strymon has a rule that, you know what, never mind. I just kind of walked into my own thing. Strymon has it where they're not allowed to offer free shipping. They're not allowed to undercut Strymon.
Huh. Because Strymon gets, I mean, if Strymon sells their own stuff, they get to keep more of the sale price because it's not wholesaled. But
yeah, why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they just give free shipping on their website then?
I don't know.
But yeah, I just always kind of found that a little interesting. Anywho, you want to talk about this next thing?
Yeah, we can talk about this next thing once I finish clicking there and there.
This the freaking little tagline on this article. This is sad. Makes me sad.
So Fender Japan has launched the new Elemental series, which are high performing at affordable price tag guitars.
It's cool. It's badass. It's Japan only. It's like yeah. Oh, I love. Look,
these are some actually unique looking guitars, which is pretty awesome.
I am digging the Stratocaster.
The flat topped Stratocaster.
Flat top Stratocaster, 2 humbuckers, and it's got like the Tele Deluxe style like pickguard where it's just on the horn. Or is that Tele Deluxe? Who is that? What is it that does? Or it's just the horn has the.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know which guitar has that. Like, I mean, when you look at it on the Telecaster version, which is also a dual humbucker, it does give you Tele Deluxe vibes, but it's not the Tele Deluxe look.
Right. Yeah.
And I also really like the Jazzmaster.
Fender Japan Elemental Stratocaster. I'm going to see if I can find one.
Even though it's not a Jazzmaster, but
yeah.
So the Jazzmaster is also dual humbucker, comes with a stop tail bar design. Again, all these are like non-carved tops. They're just flat style tops. They're showing them all off in black, either a black or a flat white, with each with matching headstocks. You also have a jazz bass with what looks like humbucking pickups there too. All of them are sitting around like $1,100-$1,200 after you convert currency, but again, they're just Japan only, which you'll just need to find someone who can ship it to you.
Yeah.
But a unique look. I mean, this is I can see metal guys picking up on these.
Yeah.
They're fairly theatrical looking.
Yeah, so this still looks like the Strat, because they did the olive metallic one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They've got them there's one for sale. The olive metallic, which I want, with a matching headstock. $1,237.49 plus $71 in shipping.
That's not too bad.
So $1,300. That's not bad for Japan. I mean, Fender Japan is one of the best qualities.
Well, so that's the fun one of. I would definitely agree with that. Historically, Japan was definitely a step up from the Mexico factory, but I've been seeing really nice stuff out of the Mexico factory lately too.
You think Mexico's starting to? Do you think they're equal with Japan, or starting to cast a shadow on Japan?
You know, I haven't played a ton of Japanese Fenders, other than the one I own.
Yeah.
So it's really tough to say of like what's currently coming out of Fender Japan.
Which one do you own?
I have a Jazzmaster.
Oh, your Jazzmaster's from Japan?
Yep.
What's the model on that?
JM66.
Okay. Is it an anniversary of some type?
Nope.
Okay.
It's the boring one with dot inlays. Which someone will actually me about whatever it is. But it was also like the Fender Japan Jazzmaster's back at it. So it's a CIJ, right? Not an MIJ. And so it had basically Strat pickups that were in Fender, or that were in Jazzmaster
covers.
So changed a lot once I changed everything up here. And this is Walgreens telling me my Flonase is in.
Flonase.
I'll go there after we are done recording, and then I'll be able to breathe again. It'll be great. You know what's also great?
You should still look for that Vicks stuff, but yeah, you can tell me what else is great.
I know what Vicks Vapor Rub is. Don't need to tell me twice.
What?
Don't need to tell me twice about Vicks Vapor Rub.
No, not the rub, the nasal spray.
Oh.
No, dude, it like legit, I swear by it. I've probably like in the past, like I buy one every few months.
Okay.
So I'll send you a link or a picture what I'm talking about.
I'll look for it when I'm down there. Because I have to go in the basement.
Sinex Severe.
Sinex Severe?
Yeah, it's like $9 a bottle.
Woof.
I mean, it's worth every penny.
I mean, yeah, drugs are drugs now.
Yeah.
Like everything's expensive. But you know what's coming with 30 free models?
What's that?
The Tonex is coming to your iPhone and iPad via Amplitude.
Honestly, I need to remember this for Tristan for Christmas.
Yeah,
I got him.
We were playing with the Tonex stuff, and I was actually quite happy with it. Like saying,
really,
hey, this works. This is good.
Well, I was gonna get Tristan set up with GarageBand. Like just get it. I mean, because GarageBand it really does have some decent sound in it. Especially for Tristan. He's only been playing for a year.
Yeah.
So last Christmas I gave him his first like guitar. So his mom's getting him another electric guitar.
I'm just rewriting the lyrics to Last Christmas right now in my head. Last Christmas you gave me a guitar.
Oh my gosh.
It works. It works.
I don't want a lot for Christmas, just a UA Volt. That's what I want. So we'll see what happens Wednesday. I think she's gonna make me go get it. She actually like got mad at me.
Go get your own dang Christmas present.
Well, no, it was just because she didn't buy it for me, and I was like, yeah. I asked her. It was Saturday. I was like, did you buy this that I was on the list? And I said I'm not gonna be upset if you didn't. I just want to know because if you didn't, I'm gonna buy it for myself. And then she was like, no, I didn't. She's like, can you swing it? And we sat down, we did all the finances. We looked. I said, yeah. I said, no, it's not a problem at all. And she goes, okay, go get it. She's like, I just want to be able to at least wrap it and you open it on Christmas. I said, yeah. And then I sat there for a while and I was like, I don't need it. And I was talking myself out of it. And she got mad. She's like, Jonathan Diaz. She said, you do this all the time. She's like, anytime you see something you want, you don't do it. But also, Scott and I were talking about beforehand, I've done really good about controlling my debt and trying to get out from under it. And I have a big problem when I get manic. I like to spend a lot of money, which I've done really good at. Very proud of myself.
You're not alone in that. I mean, I was the same way. Like a few weeks ago, I was in kind of a mood and I just started spending money like crazy.
Well, and that was a thing too. Luckily, right now I'm broke because we spent, I don't have much. I get paid in a couple days and I'll be all good. But it's like I didn't have the money to just go out and buy it. And I know I'm in a manic because it's just one of those things. If you're bipolar or you're like manic depressive, you can start identifying it. And yeah, that was totally it. Because I was like, I want to get the full. Oh, I want to get a 7B. And then do I need a cloud lifter if I have the 7B?
Depends on the preamp you have.
The Volt might be able to carry it.
Yeah.
So
there was a series of Focusrites. I think the new Focusrites now have more gain on tap, so it's not as much of an issue as they were.
Oh no, these Focusrites right now, mine sucks. So like I'm with this 58, I'm pretty much dimed right now.
Oh, I mean like with my SM7B, I'm close to dimed on my Motu, but like when you make me laugh really hard and I'm right on the mic, I'll clip it. That's about where I'm at. And I think I have one more notch. So
like right now is dimed completely. Okay. And I'm probably about 3 inches from the mic.
Okay.
So
yeah, you might need more gain. So you have like the Focusrite 2 or
the Gen 3 2i2.
Oh, the Gen 3 should have been better.
Anyway. I mean, I could if I hit the instrument button, it'll get louder.
Oh. Do you have the pad on?
what pad? There's instrument, and then there's air are the two buttons for this channel.
Oh, okay.
And then direct monitor choices, and then also phantom power.
Okay, so you don't have a pad. Okay.
No. So if I was to get like a 7B with this, I definitely need a cloud lifter.
Yeah. But you don't need a cloud lifter to run the Tonex app in your iPhone.
Sorry.
It's a free download with 10 free tone models in it. If you own and register an iRig 2 or any iRig interface, you get additional 20 tone models.
Holy crap! I actually think
you might have an old iRig laying around, don't you?
I did at one point, and I had it registered, and I had an account with them.
Yeah.
And I even bought stuff from them at one point. Huh. I need to just. So is the Tonex app its own thing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna download it because
it can run as a pedal in Amplitude. You can run it in Amplitude. You can also run it as just a plugin in like GarageBand or anything.
Yeah, because I'm trying to get it set up so when Tristan comes over for Christmas, I can just download a couple apps and just be like, all right, here, check this out. Because I'm not going to get a whole lot of time when he has to go back with his mom for the rest of Christmas Day. So, and then I got to drive to, where am I driving to? Somewhere. But yeah. Okie dokie. That's cool. I'm going to have to mess with this today. So. All right.
You know what you shouldn't mess with?
What's that?
The Accent MS100 Intercom Master Station has a 12 volt that comes complete with a 12 volt cigarette lighter and a place to stash your smokes.
Really?
Yeah, I don't get this. Like, I get an intercom station. I guess they had some extra room and they put it as an Easter egg, but.
That's interesting.
Apparently, it's been available since 1999. They're just writing about it now.
This is like the dumbest thing ever.
Yeah, I don't know why you need a cigarette lighter with a comm station, but
I mean, and spot to store your cigarette. I mean, well, it's a 12 volt. I don't know. I don't know what you need to plug in this.
I don't know. But there is, in the plugin world, Baby Audio released the Pitch Drift, which gives you instant VHS tape style tuning wobble for free. So
tuning wobble?
Yeah, so like the part of that thing that you get with VHS tapes, that is a plugin that does that for you.
Oh, I'm gonna have to buy this now that I'm starting to mess with not buy it, download it.
Yeah, it's free. It comes in DST, AU, and AAX format, so you got Pro Tools and everything else covered. You can get it from Baby Audio's website. Chances are, you're gonna have to sign up for their list and then get their newsletter forever. But also, the Magic Switch and the Magic Dice are also there for free if you're checking that out.
Yeah, I'm really gonna start messing with some like recording stuff, and I want to start messing with plugins and stuff.
Yeah. And especially good news as we enter Christmas, if you are a user or a Reason user, Reason 12.5 just came out, and VST3 support is finally here.
Oh, nice.
So lighter plugins, better plugins. Go get them.
Very nice.
So that's all the news for the week, but we did actually have a topic this week.
Yeah. So Scott, you came up with the topic, so you talk about it.
All right. In past years, we've made ourselves miserable by trying to do a Gear of the Year competition, where we just literally go through everything and we pick our favorite gear of everything that came out this year. And I think we should challenge ourselves a little bit different this year to say, what pieces of new gear did we believe in so much this year that we actually turned around and bought it?
Are you saying it was released new this year, or we bought it this year?
Let's try to make sure that we think of something that is this year, but also overall we can make.
Because I don't know if I bought anything that was released this year
At all.
I don't know if I bought any new release stuff. Huh. I'm looking at my pedal board actually.
You got a new board this year, but that wasn't new. You got a new...
Right. I mean, I got new stuff. I didn't get anything that was released this year, though. When was the Volante released?
2-3 years ago.
Okay, then no.
99. It was released in... Or sorry, not 99. 2019.
What?
Yeah. Damn, 2019 was when the Volante came out.
Oh, 2019. I think you said 1919. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, I was kind of stuck in a loop there, but that's where I got.
Dude, what did you just say? That's fantastic.
Gotta love popular questions.
Yeah, I did not buy any. I didn't buy anything released this year.
Oh, I did.
What'd you buy that released this year that you say was the best?
Well, I said it was going to be the best-selling guitar of the year, and it was.
Oh, the Silver Sky.
Silver Sky SE.
Yeah.
I did buy that this year.
When was it? Was it released in January?
Yeah, it came out right in January.
Oh, yeah, that was close. Yeah, I think you could start buying in December, but it didn't release until January or something like that.
So December comes after January.
There was a December before this one.
Yeah, we saw rumors. Remember, we saw there was a.
Oh, okay, that's right. That's what it was. Okay,
because it was supposed to be. It was going to essentially be released when there was going to be a normal NAMM, and then NAMM didn't happen.
Yes,
at the normal time, so they just did that video release thing. And kept
let's see. Oh, was the Chris Christopherson, was that released this year or last year?
Chris Christopherson
from
the
Westminster.
Oh, the Chrysostom. Yeah. I don't remember when we got that. It was during COVID.
I think it was last year though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had that before. I had my girlfriend. Well, Elise and I started dating late January, so
you can either have a chorus pedal
or a girlfriend.
Or a girlfriend.
That's a tough one. I'm just kidding. She doesn't listen to this thing. God, I'll take the Cool Cat for $500.
Yeah,
but yeah, so I didn't get anything. But I would say my best gear that I purchased this year, definitely my HX Stomp. And I didn't really purchase. I traded for it, but that was my best gear acquisition this year.
It's a solid one.
It really it changed a lot. It honestly got me picking up the guitar more. Because for the longest time, I mean, I didn't have a pedal board put together. I was just playing around in GarageBand, just kind of messing around, just at least having sound and tones where I could just, practice and have fun. And then I got the Stomp, and it was kind of, it was just easier to do. It's actually pushed me where I'm, I kind of want to get out and play again.
Nice.
So, yeah, it's really, that's probably one of my favorite things. That is definitely my favorite thing I got this year. Yeah. Oh, you know what? Actually, I take it back. I did get something that was released this year. I think. Was the DL4 Mark II released this year?
Yes, it was.
Yes, I bought that, even though I did sell it for financial reasons.
I forgot you had that.
Phenomenal piece of gear. That was my favorite thing that I bought that was released this year.
Yeah, I still haven't actually played with one yet.
The only reason why I have not bought another one is I have the Stomp.
Which you have all those algorithms already.
I've got, yeah. I don't know if there's any algorithms that are exclusive to the DL4 Mark II. I don't think there are. But I've got if not almost all of the algorithms in the Stomp. So there's really no need for me to purchase another one.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, that was probably, I'd say, one of my favorite pieces of gear that was released this year when it comes into like pedals and stuff, for sure.
Nice.
So
nice. I got a few not new releases this year.
Yeah.
I mean, what was your favorite one? You're asking me to pick between two.
Well, what's the top two?
The top two are two Holy Grail guitars.
Yeah, the Equits.
I got my Equits Ashford this year.
Yeah.
And I got a Martin D28.
I got to say the Equits. I know the Martin is awesome. Like, I'm not knocking the Martin.
Yeah.
But the eQuits is more of a
it's a
unicorn thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a unicorn thing. That's the cool thing about not the cool thing. That is just one of the amazing cool things about that. It was made specifically for you. You discussed it with the builder, and whenever we went to Nashville, you got to actually touch it, and like it's just really cool.
Yeah, you haven't played the final one yet, have you?
Nope.
Yeah, we're gonna have to find a time to do that.
I think at some point I need to make a trip to Chicago.
Yeah, we were talking about Blue Man Group. This list just gets longer.
Oh my gosh, imagine if we did a series just Diaz does Chicago, and it's just me eating a bunch of like hot dogs, pizza, and watching Blue Man Group.
Get enough followers where it pays for itself.
That's another thing that's been pretty cool this week. So if you are still listening, which I hope you are, one of the cool things that I've been doing is I've been doing like YouTube shorts and doing like guess this riff, just like 3 notes, 4 notes, 3 chords, and it's gotten more traction than I thought it would. Honestly, I was expecting maybe like 100 or 200 views, but on YouTube Shorts, it's actually...
John? And John lost power. Well, as he was talking about our YouTube channel, I think actually we now have the effects loop at youtube.com. That's available. You can go check that out there. We post our episodes there, so if you'd rather listen to it there, you can. Otherwise, you can check out, I lost our list. You can check out our Patreon, support the show, keep it going, keep the hosting fees and maybe some special events kind of covered. Also, if you go to theeffectsloop.com, you can find everything from our Facebook group where you can engage in the discussion, our Instagram group, our Instagram where actually Diaz is posting a lot of those shorts as well. You can find a link to some of our merch, our YouTube, our email, and our Patreon all there. And with that, I guess we gotta say thanks for joining us. I don't think Diaz is coming back on. Have a good holiday, and we'll see you when we get back.
Dictionary, why is negativity always drawn out? Picture every visualized love, energized lives together. We undefeated, a plan to make where there's no gloves needed. When we weed into the mindset of achieving and believing in community that remains happy. Never after, the world should be one, hate annihilated, every heart is one, love again. So